From coast to coast to coast, rural, remote, and Indigenous communities aren't waiting for change, they're leading it. For these communities, climate and energy action is never just about reducing emissions. It's about opportunity. It's about resilience and well-being. It's about the future people want to build where they live.
For me, thinking about climate and energy in our community is opportunity. As we started to transition towards heat pumps and other sort of new technologies, it created new opportunities for employment, for people to get training in those trades. And so really, as we transition towards a more greener energy future, it really offers a lot of opportunities for the folks that live in our community.
I think we get caught up in conversations as to how things should be, and we really tend to forget what life is like for people, especially in rural and remote communities. When we got our Indigenous Community Energy Plan done, what we found out through the engineering studies was we're paying the third highest rates in Ontario for electricity. So heating electrically just isn't feasible for a lot of people, as much as it would be ideally better for the environment.
Our research shows that pathways to net zero are strongest when they're grounded in place, shaped by local knowledge, culture, governance, and lived experience. Here, energy connects to housing, affordability, food systems, land stewardship, and long-term well-being. When solutions are designed with communities, not simply delivered to them, they create lasting co-benefits, stronger infrastructure, economic opportunity, energy security, and community resilience.
For it to be sustainable, it has to be embedded in the communities, and that buy-in needs to be there. If you want to have people buy in, you need to involve them, not just in a focus session, but it has to be embedded and on an ongoing basis.
Trust is a big one. Historically, industry hasn't been the most kind to this community, let alone most First Nations communities. When you're here and you listen to the community, one of the biggest things that you hear is how important it is that people's children, people's children's children, people that aren't even here yet, have access to and have the same sort of memories of the land that they had. But I think everybody also understands that there is a need for development, there's a need for growth, just balance of that though.
To honor that responsibility to each other and future generations, communities are building solutions rooted in care, stewardship, and local leadership. But sustaining momentum requires systems that support them. Flexible, long-term investment, governance reflecting local realities, and partnerships built on trust. When these enabling conditions exist, community-led climate and energy action becomes stronger, faster, and more durable.
Just this sense of always swimming upstream, right? Without that many other people, and so I really value the other people, and sometimes I'm just this would be so much better if we were all going together.
Lots of folks who I think can be our strongest champions are just struggling and find it hard to make the time. It's really hard if you're working a lot or you don't know where you're going to live in July, that you just can't make very much space for doing what needs doing.
That strain is real. In many communities, the people most ready to lead are already carrying the weight of housing pressures, funding uncertainty, and limited capacity. Climate and energy action cannot be sustained on limited capacity and short-term programs alone. It requires enabling structures, stable funding, coordinated governance, and long-term partnerships.
We go into these great ideation of great solutions, and then all of a sudden it dissipates because we have not created enabling structures. If we could figure out what is a structure for human resourcefulness, then we wouldn't get bogged down into the rabbit holes of all these critical issues.
Climate change and energy efficiency is another everyday sector of society. It's ongoing, not done in piecemeal, not done because there's a new program we're taking advantage of.
If folks come in from outside, there's a need to build trust and relationships. If they want to have real robust engagement, it's important to have local folks involved, local organizations involved, maybe municipalities, and really have some champions that are championing that cause. And in that way, then you build those relationships, you build pathways to actually achieve success.
Stronger communities build a stronger Canada. By investing in community-driven, place-based solutions, we don't just accelerate climate action, we strengthen local economies, enhance resilience, and protect the well-being of people and the land. The path to net zero starts from the ground up, and when communities lead, the benefits multiply. Modern infrastructure, local employment, energy independence, and thriving social systems, all while advancing Canada's energy and emissions goals.